Hey guys, Mitchell Prettyman here. I have been following the situation in the world for, as long as you have probably. But one of the things that I have noticed in the last couple of weeks is the sheer amount of doctors and virologists coming out with a grave concern of theirs. One about specific and non-specific immunity. Specific immunity is where you have, say, an antibody that targets a single strain or a single variant of a virus or a bacteria. It is specifically keyed to that bacteria and will bind to no other. And it more aggressively binds to the ones that it fits closely to. Like, say you made one for coronavirus, you would, have a very aggressive, binding from the specific antibody. With the body, it usually uses non-specific immunity because it needs to be able to take in every new variant that comes to pass year to year from every coronavirus, every bacteria, all that stuff, and be able to formulate a defense. With the non-specific, it can tailor itself to anything, pretty much. But, it's not going to bind as strongly. When you artificially put a vaccine, an mRNA vaccine, into your body, you're making a specific binding antibody. And that is going to push your non-specific antibodies out of the way every time you encounter a coronavirus that looks like COVID SARS-19. And there will be variants. They will be very close to the original genetic sequence, but they're not going to be the same. So these antibodies that you put into yourself, that they took almost a year to develop a vaccine for, they're going to, say a new strain comes up, you're going to get hit with that new strain. Those old specific antibodies are still going to be trying to push that thing or, push the other antibodies out of the way to get to the COVID. Because it's still similar, and it's going to make it so that your antibodies cannot do their jobs. So the new strain is going to wreck you. And on top of that, another grave concern that is still being studied right now is you have coded spike proteins into your cells, every one of them that mRNA vaccine touched. If those spike proteins become active in the presence of a new strain, there is the possibility that your body could form a low-grade autoimmune response and attack your own cells. This could lead to organ failure, on top of the fact that you don't have antibodies that can identify a new strain of COVID. There are good reasons that we do the research that we do on vaccines before we give them to the general public. They have pushed this vaccine through every security measure that we have. They just took them all away and they said, go ahead and do it. You're a guinea pig. No insurance company is going to touch this thing. None, because you didn't do any safety testing. And a lot of the animal trials that they did, 20 to 50% of them died. So, why? Why would you chance it? Why would you chance something that your body can defeat? Just saying. Signing off.